Hello, everybody. Depending on where you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to ICPE. My name is Christopher Wrench, and I am chair of the ISPE Membership Committee. We are very happy to have you all here with us for this long-standing new member and early career welcome event. Now, in normal times, we would hold this event during lunchtime on the day before the conference officially begins. So whilst we cannot offer you a free meal with tea and refreshments, we do have an exciting hour planned for you today. Here is the agenda for the next 60 minutes. Next, you will hear from the president of ISPE, Professor Olaf Klungel, welcoming you to ICPE 2021. After that, I will return to give an overview of this year's conference, as well as highlight the benefits available to you as an ISPE member. Then Emily Brower, who is the vice chair and the incoming chair of the membership committee, will lead us all in an interactive breakout session where you will be able to talk and ask questions with leaders in the society. Daniela will then highlight various ways you can get involved in ISPE. We will close the event today with 2 poll questions, and Rachel will announce winners of the 3 raffle prizes. Please note that raffle prize winners were randomly selected from everyone in attendance today, and you must be present at the end of the call to receive the prize. So, before we get started, a couple notes on housekeeping. Please mute your line when you are not speaking so we can limit the number of background noises. Please make sure your name and primary institution is correctly listed here in your Zoom name, and you should be able to find the rename option by clicking more next to your name in the participants list. If you are here as part of the membership committee or a virtual table lead, please add MC before your first name so new members can identify you. If you have any questions or comments at any time during the event, please feel free to use the Zoom chat function. Several members of the membership committee are online today to respond. And lastly, we will post all slides and a recording of today's event after the meeting on ISPE Exchange on the membership committee page. So without further ado, let's please welcome Olaf Klungel, the president of ISPE, for a few inspirational words. Over to you, Olaf.
All right, thanks, Chris, for this introduction. And hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and to welcome you to ICPE 2021, but also to the International Society for Pharmacoepidemiology as a new member. And it's great to see that so many have joined for this membership meeting. I can tell you a bit from my personal experience what ISPE has meant to me. It's been 25 years ago that I attended my first ICPE. That was actually in Amsterdam in the Netherlands, where I'm from. So I'm from the Netherlands, a professor of pharmacoepidemiology in Utrecht. But my first conference as a PhD student was in Amsterdam in 1996. The year after it got a bit more exciting because then the conference was in Orlando, Florida. So that's where I was allowed to present my, let's say, my first research findings in an oral presentation. And that initial experience has been stimulating me a lot to attend ISPE throughout the years, and over a period of 25 years, I've experienced that ISPE has resulted for me in many long-standing friendships and collaborations, because many of the members, once they have attended ISPE, they will stay. So there's a lot of people that will keep on coming back to ISPE, which also makes it feel like a bit of a reunion of people. But fortunately, it's not like a club of people that have a reunion. There is new membership every year joining ISPE. And I have experienced ISPE also as a very friendly and welcoming and open society for new members. And that's, I think, a key characteristic of ISPE, that if you attend, if you join either the scientific sessions, but in particular also the sessions that you will, and the groups that you will hear from today, so the special interest groups, for instance, the different committees. So it will all be explained in this meeting today. It is a good way of connecting to other members and let's say build your network, and especially also have a lot of fun during those meetings. And of course, during these 25 years, the last two have been quite different because it's all virtual and online, as you will have experienced yourself. So I certainly hope that I will be able to meet you in person in any of the future ISPE meetings. But for now, I would wish you a very interesting and rewarding ICPE 2021, and hope to meet you online during one of the sessions. So let me close by thanking Chris and the membership committee for organizing this exciting program for this evening. At least for me, it's the evening. So enjoy the meeting, and yeah, hope to see you soon. Over to you, Chris.
Thanks very much, Olaf. We know that you are very busy and must attend another meeting now, but thank you for your time and your inspirational words, and we will see you next week virtually. I should also note that we are also very honored that the president-elect of ISPE, Dr. Vinlo Ray, is online with us today and will be participating in the breakout sessions. So now I'd like to take some time to overview how to get the most out of ICPE All Access and your ISPE membership. First, you may be wondering what the deal is with the use of the acronyms ISPE and ICPE. I know this confused me for an embarrassingly long amount of time, so I'll briefly cover it today. In short, ISPE stands for the International Society for Pharmacoepidemiology. It is made up of thousands of members worldwide and supported by administrative staff at PAI Management Corporation in the US. ICPE stands for the International Conference on Pharmacoepidemiology and Therapeutic Risk Management. In short, ICPE is the annual conference organized by ISPE. But ICPE isn't the only event put on by ISPE members. We run several other meetings and events throughout the year, all of which are open to ISPE members. But we are gathered here today to welcome you to ICPE 2021. First and foremost, we want to highlight that registering for ICPE automatically gives you ISPE membership until the end of the following calendar year. That means everyone who registered to attend ICPE 2021 has ISPE membership until December 31st, 2022.
Thank you so much for the presentation today. It was nice.
And we will, no problem, we'll be able to take advantage of all the membership benefits we detail today. For ICPE 2021, ISPE has put together an exciting, all virtual, 3-day conference that very closely emulates what ICPE feels like in person, all things considered. Highlights include daily plenaries, oral presentations, spotlight sessions, and lightning forums. There are over 20 live symposia and workshops that we encourage you to checking out. All 600 and more posters are available on demand to be viewed at your leisure. And the annual award ceremony is scheduled for Wednesday and is open to all attendees. In the sponsors stroke showcase section of the conference website, you will be able to connect with sponsors of ISPE. But on that same tab, you will also be able to connect with academic programs in the academic showcase to find additional training in pharmacoepidemiology, ranging all the way from beginner to advanced. For those who register for the skills courses, you will have on-demand access to over 20 recordings of live skills courses and Q&A that took place over the last few weeks. There are courses for all levels of experience, so please check those out when you can. Outside of conferences and meetings, there are a number of benefits available to you. There are a large number of ISPE communities, including committees, councils, special interest groups, and regional interest groups that are open to all members. And Daniela will be going over these later in this event. ISPE has several programs available to you, including the mentorship program and mentor match events, the ISPE Education Center and Career Center. Various communities with ISPE will, within ISPE, will put on webinars throughout the year, and there are limitless networking opportunities within ISPE Exchange. You also receive discounts to ISPE-sponsored events, including ICPE. You get access to Pharmacoepidemiology and Drug Safety, the official journal of ISPE, in addition to other discounts to Wiley publications. You have probably all interacted with the ISPE website by now, found at pharmacoepi.org. All the resources we mentioned today can be located on the website, and I will highlight a few of them now. One of the first things we recommend you do, if you haven't done so already, is set up your ISPE Exchange profile. You can access ISPE Exchange from the button at the top of the ISPE website. Once you have created an account and logged in, you will have access to the online ISPE community, where you can connect with other members individually or within communities. For example, the membership committee, who is running this event today, like many other groups, shares meeting agendas, minutes, and all other items relevant to the committee's activities on ISPE Exchange to increase transparency within the society. The ISPE Education Center is free to use for all members and can be found in the Resources tab on ISPE's website. It includes educational content from prior conferences and meetings, in addition to recordings of previous ISPE webinars. We highly encourage you checking out the series of videos detailing the history of ISPE and ICPE. The ISPE Career Center is also available to all ISPE members, both job seekers and employers, and can be found in the About ISPE tab on the website. As a potential employer, you can post jobs available at your institution. As a job seeker, you can post your resume, apply for jobs, and even get job alerts. You also have access to other services in the Career Learning Center, including tips for writing a successful cover letter and how to navigate salary negotiations. Developed by the membership committee, ISPE's mentorship program offers direct access between junior and senior members of the society through mentorship. Your mentorship profile integrates with your ISPE Exchange profile. So after you set up your ISPE Exchange profile, it only takes about 5 minutes to enroll in the mentorship program. Once you've enrolled, you will be able to use a simple online tool called Mentor Match that enables you to find a potential mentor or mentee. We also run live Mentor Match events at the mid-year meeting and throughout the year. During the event, we do multiple rounds of speed matching, whereby mentees and mentors are randomly paired to discuss mentorship and whether they can be a good match to continue mentorship after the event. Please do keep an eye out on your inboxes, as we are planning to run the next virtual Mentor Match event later this year. By now, you might be thinking, wow, there are a lot of opportunities to get involved. Where should I start? Well, on behalf of the membership committee, we are pleased to reveal the brand new ISPE Opportunity Pathways, which we are revealing for the first time now. Developed by membership committee members Heather Danish and Alicia Gilsonen, this diagram aims to visually demonstrate all the opportunities that ISPE members have to get involved in the society across the membership lifecycle. We will be focusing on the opportunity pathways in today's interactive session, so please let me briefly walk through the various sections of the diagram now. The first thing you will notice is that we have made 2 starting points based on whether you are a regular member or a student member. Regardless of your type of membership, opportunities for all members are covered in the large blue box in the center of the figure, which I have magnified on the left side of the slide. These opportunities include activities during conferences and meetings, and regular participation and active involvement in communities, such as the monthly membership committee meetings. And as I mentioned before, all members have access to the mentorship program, and all webinars run throughout the year. Student members have access to all of the opportunities I have mentioned thus far, in addition to those listed in the smaller orange box at the bottom of the figure. The opportunities include the student-led student council, as well as student chapters around the world. Finally, the opportunities listed in the thin gold box on the right of the figure are some of those available to senior members of the society. Senior membership is typically defined by the duration of membership as a regular member, in addition to level of contributions through active involvement and leadership within the society. I am pleased to say that this figure is now live in its interactive form on the ISBE website within the overview page under the Get Involved section. Once you click on the image to view the full-size version, you will find that we have hyperlinked to relevant sections of the ISBE website wherever possible. Please feel free to bookmark this page as it can serve as your one-stop shop every time you want to become more involved in ISBE. Mel will share a link in the chat, as well as a link to enroll in the mentorship program, as I now hand over to Emily to lead us in today's interactive breakout session. Over to you, Emily.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, my name is Emily Brower, and I am the vice chair, about to be incoming chair of the membership committee. I'd like to also extend a welcome to you all to the ICPE 2021 All Access and to this session. Next slide, please. You have the next slide. Oh, yeah. So you are about to be transported in space to breakout rooms with two senior members, our leaders in ISBE. And the topics for discussion, as Chris just revealed the opportunity pathways, we want you to take this opportunity to learn from our leaders of ISBE about how they became involved in the organization, and also answer any questions that you might have about how you can get involved in ISBE. So please don't be shy to ask questions and ask the table leads or virtual table leads questions about how they got involved. And I hope that you can learn more about this. Once you come back, traveling again through space, we will come back to our session here, and Daniela will talk more about specific SIGs you can get involved with. So you can ask your table leads about this, but we will also have more information when you come back into the main session. So without further ado, I don't know if our Zoom master is ready to send you in space, but he's not ready. So give it a little bit of time. And if there's any questions you have right now about, please feel free to put them in the chat.
It will take me just, we have excellent attendance today, which is a good problem to have. So it'll just take me a few more seconds to put together these rooms, so that way they're evenly distributed. Thanks.
And I have a question here. Maybe you could ask this of the table leads if they know, but will there be direct interaction between the oral presenters and the audience? Can you talk in details, please? I don't know if we're speaking about our session today or in general, but I believe that for most, many of, at least the sessions that I'm involved with, there will be able to be questions answered at the sessions.
Excellent. So we are going to open all the rooms, so that way everybody has time to make them travel through space and make it there, and hope for the best. If you have any issues with any connection or it dropped out, just click on the same link to come back to the same Zoom link that brought you here, and I and others will be in the main room, and we can sort out, get you back into another room. So I'm going to open all rooms now, and you should receive a notification to go to that room, and you can just make your way there.
It looks like someone had previously launched the poll. So
I think I've got a button here I can press. Let me do this.
see if you can do it.
Yep. How about that? There we go. Well, there you go. You guys have been listening. Apologies, no Surgisphere data are provided by attending this meeting. Yeah, no, you are absolutely right. So what is following as a benefit is building a relationship with a senior ISPE member in the mentorship program, for which we hope you sign up as mentees immediately following this meeting. So without further ado, I will now share slides, and Daniela will take over and overview all of the available ways that you can get involved in ISPE, particularly related to all the communities that we have to offer. Over to you, Daniela.
Thank you so much, Christopher, and thanks everyone for being here today. I'm Daniela Moga with the membership committee, and it's my pleasure to talk to you a little bit about ways to get involved in our society. And if the breakout room sessions did not convince, and the previous presentation did not convince you, and you are still asking why get involved, hopefully the remainder of the presentation will give you a glimpse of what can you do and why would that be beneficial. And I would say, aside from helping further your career, it's also really fun working with other ISPE members and develop not only great working relationships, but also long-lasting friendships. And so how can you do it? There are various ways. You just learned about the ISPE's opportunities pathways. And during the breakout session, you had a chance to interact with and learn from more senior members of our society and learn about their own path within ISPE. And while there are many opportunities, as you saw in the guiding document, there is no such thing as a set career path for everyone to follow. In fact, many presidents of ISPE started out as active student members. They were volunteering their time to take tickets maybe at the annual meeting when we had those in person, volunteer their time to take a leadership position within the student groups in the society, and then carried with the society after they gained employment. Maybe speaking or helping with the plan for the mid-year meeting or the annual meeting like we have now. Others, like including myself, joined the society later in their careers and then became actively involved and supported the society either as a speaker or topic expert. So there is no right way to volunteer in ISPE. Because service is recognized with opportunity, especially as our society continues to grow across the globe. So you have here the different ways you can get involved, and I will go over each one of them, starting first with committees. So the ISPEs, can you move the, okay, thank you. The ISPEs committees are responsible for running the organization's programs, projects, and special initiatives, as well as overseeing the general operations of the organization. Several of these committees have restricted membership, while others are widely open to the entire membership of the society. If you want to get involved with our organization, you can choose from almost any of the committees that are listed here. And you can find more information about each and every one of these committees on the ISPE exchange. Some of you might remember that a few weeks ago, the society issued a call to all members to volunteer and join one or more committees. As we understand that many joined the society around the annual meeting, and we have an event like this today, in order to give everyone a chance to get involved as soon as they become members, in the next couple of weeks, I'm happy to share, there will be another call targeting this time the first time attendees to the annual meeting and new members only. So those of you that joined in this capacity, stay tuned for another call. Next slide, please. There are 4 councils in ISPE. And I will talk a little bit about each one of them and their mission. The Academic Council, its mission is to represent the academic members of the pharmacoepidemiology community and their interests within ISPE in order to serve as a forum for their concerns and the growth of the academic programs. The council serves as liaisons for and advance the interest of the student councils and students attending the annual meeting, and monitors the intellectual quality of the annual conference, as well as all the ISPE's other scientific activities. The Government Regulatory Council represents the government members of the ISPE community and serves as a forum for the expression of government members' concerns within ISPE. It also considers government members' role in facilitating the function of pharmacoepidemiology and ISPE within their organizations and elsewhere. The Industry Council represents industry members of the ISPE community and serve as their forum for expression of the industry members' concerns within the society and encouraging ISPE's role in industry programs. The council addresses how industry members can help pharmacoepi and ISPE within their companies and elsewhere, and how industry members can help pharmacoepi and ISPE grow. Last but not least, students of the society, the International Society for Pharmacoepidemiology, CISPE, is an international network for students interested in or studying pharmacoepidemiology. This is a great opportunity for students to take on leadership roles and shape our society's future. Next slide, please. Special interest groups, this is another way to get involved in the societies. They are created to really facilitate interactions among those with interest in specialized areas within pharmacoepi. Membership in SIGs is open to all members and non-members. So this is one of the places where you don't necessarily have to be a member of ISPE to join. In previous years, during the luncheon at the annual meeting, we would encourage everyone in attendance to join SIG meetings, to check the schedule and join during the ISPE-ICPE meeting. But since in a virtual environment, this is more difficult to do, I would encourage all of you to check out the information for each of the SIG that's listed on the exchange. Check their information and also reach out to the leadership. The information listed on the exchange will have contact information, and that way you can reach out to them and ask to be added to their listserv, so you can then be involved and participate in activities led by that SIG you might be interested in. Next slide, please. In addition to ISPE-wide communities, as you saw previously, the society also includes regional interest groups that focus on issues that are specific to those regions. And you have here a list of the current special regional interest groups in the society. Next. Next slide. Thank you. In addition to, I mentioned already the CISPE or the ISPE Student Council, students have other opportunities for involvement as well. And this would be through local student chapters. If you are a student attending today, I highly encourage you to find out whether your institution has a student chapter, if you don't know already, if that is in place. You have here a list of a few. There are too many for us to include on one slide, but make sure you look into that section on the exchange. If you don't find one in your institution, don't be discouraged, get involved and consider starting one and take on a leadership role to open a student chapter in your institution. And I think this is all I had to share with you. Hope this gives you a better idea of the various ways one can get involved in our society. If you still have questions, I'm sure any of us would be happy to answer via email or if we have time at the end. If not, we have next a new poll, I guess. Mel?
We certainly do. Another poll I will now put out to everybody. It's a real thinker. So yeah, no, the answer is all of the above. These are all things that we've covered today in this welcome event. And as demonstrated, there are numerous ways to get involved across the entire membership life cycle in a way that works with your schedule and your pathway. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to anybody in the membership committee or anywhere else. I'm going to close the poll now. And I believe we are now ready for the fun bits. Rachel, over to you.
Yes, okay. So I'm going to give out the prizes, I think, and then if we have a couple minutes left, we can answer some questions that might be appearing in the chat box there. We had a random number generator, and I looked to see, based on who's in attendance, who had the lowest number. And so the first name will be eligible for free ISBE membership for a year, and that is Todd Sponholz. I think he is still here based on the participants list. So Todd will win that.
Todd, just to confirm, I'm not able to see everybody. Todd, are you on the call?
I am, yes.
Okay,
Congratulations, Todd.
Thank you.
I don't know if this person is still on the call. The next person I'm going to read gets free registration to a mid-year meeting. And just to be clear, if we don't have one in 2022 or something's wonky with COVID-19, a future meeting mid-year. So that person is Mehdi Faroknia. Forgive me if I butchered your name as Rachel DeSanto Stefano. I'm very familiar with people who try to say mine. Are you still on the call?
Yeah, I'm here.
Congratulations. I'm writing this down so that we can make sure we get the info to you. And then the third name that I'm going to read gets free registration to an annual conference. And again, we're flexible depending on what happens with the pandemic. And that winner is, forgive me for pronouncing your name potentially incorrectly as well, Jainavi Yalamanchili. And tell me if I got close. Are you here?
Is that me, Priyanka Yalamanchili?
Oh, there are two names that I saw with that last name. So there's Jainavi was the name that I saw. Jahnavi. Okay, but I did see your name. Your name was not didn't have the number generator high enough. Okay, last name. Then if Pranavi is not here, or Jainavi is not here, the next name I have is Ann Hattersley.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, so we will write that down that you have won that. I think we only have 4 minutes. Christopher, back to you.
Thank you very much, Rachel, and congratulations to all the raffle prize winners. Just to close out the session, we were very happy to have such an excellent turnout at this virtual welcome event. We hope that some of it was useful, and we understand we also went over quite a bit of content in a very condensed time frame. So please do reach out to either myself or Emily Brower as part of the membership committee. If you have any comments, questions about your ISBE membership benefits, or any suggestions for additional ISBE services. I am also going to offer that many of us on the membership committee, as well as some table leads, if they are able, can stay on the line for a few more minutes to answer any questions, because I did see as well, Rachel, that there are some in the chat. So if you need to go, wherever you are, thank you very much for attending, and happy ICPE. I hope to see you virtually all next week. If you have any questions or just want to hang out, because we're a cool group, please do feel free to stay on for a few more minutes as people ask questions. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for virtual table leads. Thank you for another successful year.
Bye-bye.